Astarte is an asset management firm focusing on real assets and in particular more thematic or value-add areas of real assets, acting as anchor capital and strategic partner to emerging managers and operating experts in this space. These are areas that are benefited by the large macro trends: smart cities, waste management, sustainable farming or forestry, senior housing, social infrastructure in general.
Institutional capital wants access to best strategies, thematic strategies, in a framework they understand. Operating teams, on the other hand, need capital to be able to develop the strategies they want to operate. Take the best guy in operating team, take the capital that's willing to invest on the next generation of real assets, frame it together into something you all understand, and have everyone benefit. Local society, the operating team, the investors, Astarte, everyone. Everyone benefits from this structure. And that's why it's so aligned. That's why we support it. Our approach is simple. We try to find mega trends like aging population, need for food, need for water, and identify which strategies backed by real assets benefit from these mega trends. After we identify how these mega trends play with different strategies, we identify the operating teams that they can offer us good exposure to these mega trends and these strategies. We then create a team, taking the opportunity to bring our investment asset management expertise with the operating expertise of those teams and build asset management firms that focus on these specific sectors.
Our portfolio today includes real estate investment in the area of urban regeneration and placemaking. It also includes sustainable forestry or impact forestry, as we like to describe it in Latin America. One of our most recently announced projects is a partnership with a Swedish private company, Silvipar, in order to develop and manage sustainable forests in Latin America and Paraguay in specific. In partnership with Silvipar, we have now a dedicated investment vehicle, Silvipar Astarte Impact Forestry Fund, that is acquiring land and developing a sustainable forestry asset in order to serve the local and global wood industry, as well as generate significant amount of carbon credits. We are particularly excited about this project because it not only delivers a very attractive return premium to our investors, but it also has a significant impact on the ESG front and provides a very credible and impactful solution towards climate change.
If we are serious about climate change, we should plant trees, a lot of trees, because trees are one of the best ways to capture CO2 from the atmosphere. And the faster the trees grow, the more carbon they capture from the atmosphere. And that's why we like eucalyptus in Paraguay so much, because the trees grow extremely fast here. On average, we are capturing between 150 to 200 tons of CO2 per hectare. On top of that, we are also harvesting the trees and replanting them, thus allowing for using the wood to create sustainable products to substitute oil-based products and also sequester the carbon inside the products, like in furniture or construction material.
We have implemented a project which is reforestation. We are not buying an existing forest, we're building a completely new forest, and by growing a new forest, we are having a much bigger impact on the environment from a positive perspective over a longer period of time. Our long-term ESG score in terms of what's the impact that we're going to have is much better than most other projects.
Shepherd's Bush Market is in the Fulham and Hammersmith area. It's something we're very proud of. We're looking to make a new market in the area, provide new jobs, provide a life sciences center, which a lot of people are looking into it. This is urban regeneration of an area that was in massive need for that, delivering life sciences, delivering entertainment, delivering hospitality, in agreement with the local authorities and the local employment teams and the local traders. And Shepherd's Bush is a good example of that.
The investment in these areas is certainly in the hundreds of millions. We invest our own capital. We also invest capital for our investors as well. We are experts in this field, and many of the investors that we have look to our expertise to find these often very difficult to access niche investments to invest in.
We do not charge fees. We are fully aligned with our investor interests. If we do not deliver the right strategy and we don't make it grow enough, we don't get paid. So the big differentiating factors is full alignment with investors, focusing on areas of real assets other people do not focus, and offering profitability participation through the GP stakes for all the business we build. If someone invests with us, they participate on the success of the business we build, not only on the assets they buy. So if someone invests with us into a forestry, they're not only benefiting from the assets they buy from the forest and the carbon offsets, they also benefit by owning part of that firm. They own part of the firm and whatever that firm does for the next 5-10 years.
We typically have long-term investments, so in excess of 7 to 9 year horizon, more than 10 or 10 plus. We believe that is very much in line with the life of the assets we invest in. Our target returns at the asset class are more in the high teens, which combined with sharing into the success of the partnership we're forming with the emerging managers or operating partners, we are actually in position to deliver to investors returns in excess of 20%. We have moved away entirely from the industry standard 2 and 20, and we have linked our compensation directly to the success of the underlying portfolio companies. At the same time, we are putting our investors next to us in every investment we make, and we open up all the work and the information we have on the investment to our investors. That allows them direct information flow to the extent and depth they wish on every investment we make and underwrite. I believe that the model we have pioneered can act as an example of how we can fund sustainable projects more efficiently and how we can create more efficient structures and value accretive structures for capital to be linked directly with operating expertise in order to support and fund sustainable real assets of the future.